Let's today's class we may learn fundamental duties. If you salute your duty, you no need to salute anybody. But if you pollute your duty, you have to salute everybody. There is popular saying, children of today are the citizens of tomorrow. In order to become dignity citizens, students have to perform some duties. The first and foremost duty of students is to study with full attention and acquire knowledge. Your study determines the future course of your life. Students have to maintain good health to study well. A very important duty of students is to character formation. They should be kind and punctual, truthful, and they should be obedient to their parents, teachers, and elders. Okay, they should respectful to rights and rules of other people. Okay, in this way, these are all the very important duties every citizen should be performed in his life. Okay, in this way, fundamental rights and fundamental duties are the two phases of same coin. Rights without duty have no value. So total 10 fundamental duties. Okay, 10 fundamental duties were explained in part 1, 4th chapter, 51 article and 42nd amendment to the constitution. Okay, but through 86th amendment, at present we have total 11 fundamental duties. Okay, here total 10 fundamental duties explained in part A, 4th chapter, 51 article and 42nd amendment to the constitution. But through 86th amendment means changes made in a constitution. Okay, through 86th amendment in the year 2002. Okay, total 11 fundamental duties added in our constitution. Clear this? So at present we have total 11 fundamental duties. Okay, now we may learn these fundamental duties. First fundamental duty, to respect the constitution, national flag and national anthem. How should we give respect to our constitution? You know, constitution is a fundamental law of the country. Indian constitution is one of the longest constitution in the world. It explains fundamental rights, fundamental duties and directive principles of state policy. Not only this, our constitution gives details related to what is legal and what is illegal in the country. So we should respect our constitution. Next, to respect national flag. National flag is a symbol of freedom, patriotism and unity of the nation. Every citizen is moved heartily when flag raised on the poles. Okay, so how should we give respect to our national flag? Okay, flag should not be dirty or torn. Okay, while hoisting, saffron color must be raised at the top. Okay. Next, should not hoist any other flag to the height of national flag. Okay. Flag should be always hoisted after the sunrise and remove before the sunset and keep it folded. Okay. While walking, flag should be in a right hand. Okay. Flag should not touch the ground at any moment. Okay. These are all the rules compulsory we have to follow. In this way we can show respect to our national flag. Okay, next. How should we show respect to our national anthem? It is the important duty of every citizen to respect our national anthem. Okay, showing disrespect or hindering its singing are punishable crime under the law. Okay, so how we can show respect to our national anthem? Okay, standing in erect while singing national anthem. Okay, singing with perfect pronunciation. Okay, in this way we can show respect to our national anthem. Next, to follow the noble ideals inspired national struggle for freedom. Okay, second important fundamental duty, to follow the noble ideals inspired national struggle for freedom. Okay, you know, after facing lot of struggles, sacrifices and difficulties, we got independence on August 15, 1947. During this moment, our national leaders followed some noble ideals. Okay, which are those noble ideals? Okay, they followed truth, non-violence, love, peace. Okay, these are all the noble ideals followed by our national leaders. Okay, so we should follow these ideals in our daily life. Okay, by following all these ideals, our national leaders are successful in providing independence to us. Okay, so we should always remember these noble ideals in our mind. Which are those noble ideals? Truth, non-violence, love and peace. To protect the integrity of India or unity of India, how we can protect the unity of India? Unity is the power of any country. National integration is very important for overall development of the country. Unity in diversity concept in India gives strong message to everyone that nothing is possible without unity. National integration increases the feeling of patriotism among the people. Okay, it is very important for development of the nation. If any country has lack of unity, it become easier to conquer by outsiders. Okay, we are only as strong as we are united. Okay, we are become weak if we are divided. Okay, we are only as strong as we united. Okay, as weak as we divided. Okay, if we are united, then we become strong. Okay, we are all divided, then we become weak. Okay, and it become easy for outsiders to conquer our country. Clear this? To defend motherland when called upon to do so. Okay, to protect our motherland when called upon to do so. Okay, we should ready to sacrifice our life for the protection of our country. Okay, already our military is very active. It includes Indian Army, Navy, Air Force. In addition to this, some other forces also there. But if any emergency, we are ready to sacrifice our life for the protection of our country. Okay, clear this? Okay, next. To promote the feeling of common brotherhood among all the people of India. Okay, we should develop the feeling of common brotherhood among all the people of India. We should feel all people are like our own brothers and sisters. Okay, and we should share our mutual happiness or sorrow each other. Okay, we should respect others' language, religion, race, caste, etc. Okay, then we can promote the feeling of common brotherhood among all the people of India. Okay, and we should show respect to women. Okay, we try to protect the status of women. If any acts going against the welfare of women, we must oppose it. Okay, so this is the fifth fundamental duty explained in our constitution. Clear this? To protect our rich heritage. Okay, from ancient times, India was famous for its rich heritage. Okay, India has very special place in the history of world. There has been remarkable progress or remarkable contribution of India in the field of knowledge, science, religion, culture and art. Okay, so it is our duty to protect these rich heritage of India. So every citizen of the country should commit themselves to protect our rich heritage from the destruction. In India, we can get to see historically famous buildings such as Gol Gumbaz, Taj Mahal, Jamia Masjid, Juma Masjid. In this way, many other historical monuments are there. Okay, world famous temples are located in Belur, Aihole, Pattadakallu, Badami. Okay, all these increases the rich heritage of India. Okay, so it is our main duty to protect all these historically famous monuments from the destruction. To protect and develop environment including forests, lakes, rivers and wildlife. Show compassion to animals. Okay, Next, it is our main responsibility to protect our beautiful environment. It includes forest, lakes and rivers. Not only this, it also includes wild animals or forest animals. Okay. So, but what if nowadays we can get to see forests are destroyed, lakes and rivers started to dry. Okay, then wild or forest animals are hunted for various purpose. Okay, as a result imbalanced cost in a environment. Okay, so we can get to see heavy rainfall. Okay, and increasing global temperature. Okay, today. Okay, so if imbalance caused in the environment, no living being can be able to survive in this society. Our future generation had to face lot of problems from this. Okay, so then one more thing, we should show compassion to animals. Okay, we should show sympathy to next, to develop scientific temper and spirit of inquiry. We should always think scientifically. Okay, and we should keep away from religious beliefs or superstitious beliefs. Okay, we must question everything before accepting any one matter. This that is called spirit of inquiry. Okay, if we have spirit of inquiry, we are definitely getting reason for our question. Okay, so questioning everything is the first step towards the development of our nation. Clear this? Okay. Next, to safeguard or protect public property and abstain or control from the violence. We should always think public property is our own property. Public property includes government bus stands, libraries, hospitals, etc. Okay, so it is our important duty to protect all these public properties and control it from violence. How we can control this public property from the violence? Okay, you get to see most of the people do not turn off the tap after use. As a result, huge quantity of water become waste. Okay, then most of the students removing pages from library books. Okay, then in this way they are destroying our public property. Okay, some naughty students, okay, throwing stone towards government bus stands, government bus, etc. As a result of this, we are losing these public properties. Okay, so we should always protect public property and control it from violence. Clear this? To strive towards intelligence in individual and collective activities. Okay, you should show intelligence in individual activities and group activities. In the school, we can get to see lot of cultural programs. Okay, it includes individual activities like dancing competition, singing competition. Okay, then a speech competition. In this way, okay, in this way you can participate in a collective activities also. Okay, collective activities or group activities includes sports. Okay, then a dance. Okay, singing also, group competition is there. Okay, totally you should show excellence in all activities. Okay, automatically personality of a child can. It is the duty of parents should be provide compulsory education to their children between the age of 6 to 14 years. This is the 11th duty explained in our constitution. Okay, parents must provide education to their children. In this way, it is the duty of children to take care of their parents during their old ages. Okay, so in this way, here our constitution provides fundamental rights to us. In this way, it gives some duties also. Okay, if our fundamental rights are violated, we can approach Supreme Court for justice. Okay, Supreme Court giving protection to our rights. Okay, in this way, if we violated our duties, then we are getting punishment under the law. Okay, keep this in your mind. Okay, thank you, students.